Your first $100,000 is not made by saving money. In fact, if you are currently focusing all your energy on cutting out your daily coffee or searching for the cheapest possible grocery brand, you are likely delaying your financial freedom by a decade or more. We have been conditioned to believe that the path to wealth is a slow, agonizing crawl of deprivation. We are told to put a few dollars away, wait 40 years, and hope the market treats us well. But that is a lie that keeps people stuck in the middle class. There is a faster path that most people completely ignore because it requires a total shift in how you view every dollar that passes through your hands. Once you understand the mechanics of this shift, the next $100,000 becomes almost automatic. You stop chasing pennies and start building a machine. If you want to move from where you are now to a position of true financial leverage, you have to adopt the mindset of a billion-view visionary. The typical financial path is a trap of basic math that never adds up in your favor. Most people spend 40 hours a week working for a fixed salary. They pay their taxes, they pay their rent, they pay for their car, and at the end of the month, they hope there is something left to tuck away. Let's look at the reality of that math. If you manage to save $500 every single month, it will take you nearly 17 years to reach your first $100,000. That is nearly 2 decades of perfect discipline, no emergencies, no vacations, and no mistakes, just to hit a milestone that inflation will likely have eroded by the time you get there. This is why so many people feel stuck. They are doing everything right according to the old playbook, but the progress is so slow it feels invisible. The frustration stems from the fact that you are trying to save your way to a number that requires earning power. So if saving alone is a losing game, what actually works? The real formula for wealth isn't hidden, it's just ignored. First, income, then savings, then investing. Most people prioritize saving, but a poor income cannot save much. If you make $30,000 a year, even the most diligent person won't change anything. Starting from zero momentum makes the first $100,000 the hardest milestone. You're the heavy lifter. Working additional hours at the same rate isn't the key. Not simply gaining more money, but structuring the journey is the key. You should see your income as gasoline for your engine, not only for survival. To attain $100,000 rapidly, you must actively expand your revenue. Early income growth is more important than severe savings since it supplies the raw material for wealth building. Consider the difference between a $40,000 and $80,000 paycheck. At $40,000, you survive. Even with the same lifestyle, you have $40,000 a year to spend at $80,000. That drastically alters your timeline. Skill stacking, learning complementing talents that make you rare can do this. Or by freelancing, job hopping to higher paying jobs, or creating an online business. Mr. Beast, a billion-view visionary, didn't wait for money. He concentrated on thumbnail design, pacing, and viral psychology. He increased his market value daily. However, money won't get you to $100,000 rapidly. Most people waste excess money right away. This brings us to the second step, building a wealth engine. A wealth engine is something that produces cash flow or appreciation without you having to trade every single hour of your life for it. This could be an online business, a content channel, freelance services that you eventually outsource, or a side hustle that scales. Most people treat their jobs as their only source of life, but a visionary treats their job as a venture capitalist would. They use the steady income from the day job to fund the wealth engine. You are looking for compounding income streams. Instead of just getting a raise and buying a better car, you take that raise and buy assets or invest in tools that allow you to earn money while you sleep. Imagine a graph where your active income is a flat line, but your wealth engine is an exponential curve. Eventually, those lines cross, but there is one rule that determines whether you hit $100,000 in 3 years or if you never hit it at all. That rule is the 50% wealth rule. This is a practical framework for anyone serious about the first $100,000. The rule is simple. For every dollar of extra income you earn above your baseline needs, you must allocate at least 50% toward wealth building. If you get a $2,000 bonus, $1,000 goes directly into your investments or your business. If you start a side hustle that brings in an extra $1,000 a month, $500 of that is locked away for your future. This prevents the most common dream killer in existence, lifestyle inflation. By following this rule, you ensure that as your income grows, your wealth grows even faster. You aren't just working harder, you are making sure your money is working harder too. This creates a feedback loop where the more you earn, the faster the compounding begins to take over. Give this journey a realistic timeline. Year one's goal is income growth. Skill development and side income are your priorities. Your net worth may rise slightly, but you're building it. Year two brings consistent investing. Keeping expenses low and income rising boosts your wealth wealth engine. The power of compounding begins in years 3 and 4. You're adding years investment too. One now makes money. This makes $100,000 a mathematical certainty, not a dream. You see the finish line and momentum pulls you there. Even with a perfect plan, a psychological trap inhibits 90% of people from reaching the summit. People's biggest mistake is lifestyle inflation. The silent murderer of dreams. People like to brag when they start succeeding. They buy new devices, upgrade their cars, and relocate to pricier apartments. They think they deserve it. They are actually resetting their progress to zero. They sacrifice freedom for wealth's look. Building a golden cage occurs when your lifestyle outpaces your wealth. You may have fancier items, but you depend on your next income, just like low-wage earners. True billion-view visionaries know that status isn't about what you wear or drive, but your life alternatives. How does the first $100,000 change everything? Finally, compounding makes sense. $1,000 from $10,000 invested and 10% earned. Nice, but it doesn't change your life. If you make 10% on $100,000, you made $10,000. You made a lot without working. Money now outperforms you. Momentum accelerates and simplifies the voyage to $200,000 or $500,000. You've shown discipline, strategy, and vision to build something big. Financial Billion View. Visionaries have a different mindset. To live differently, do something others won't. To summarize the 3 essential points. First, improve your market value to aggressively increase your income. Build a non-labor wealth engine. Third, invest 50% of your new income to avoid lifestyle inflation. This goal is about who you become, not just a bank account number. You plan, build, and imagine. Your first $100,000 starts with your next financial decision. Stop seeing money as something to spend and start seeing it as something to deploy. When you realize you no longer want a 17-year timetable and want to focus for 3 or 4 years. The path is clear, the math is demonstrated, and the opportunity is there. Most individuals will watch and do nothing. They will return to gradual saving and wonder why they never succeed. The blueprint is yours. You know the kingdom depends on revenue growth and wealth engine. First steps are frequently the smallest. Learning a new skill, sending your first freelancing pitch, or setting up automated investment are all decisions. It's giving up a fleeting luxury for permanent freedom. Keep your eyes on the objective and remember that the first $100,000 are a transitory payment for a lifetime of independence. Build momentum now to last a lifetime. Your army is battling to reclaim your time with every dollar you spend today. Not only the lucky or gifted succeed in this arena, it is for individuals who will examine the numbers and act properly. For individuals who understand that the old financial norms are broken and that modern finance requires a fresh approach. You have visionary tools. You can live by choice, not need. Though difficult, this path is the most gratifying you can undertake for yourself and your future. Your current net worth goal. Are you shooting for $100,000 or $1 million? Write down your goal and commit to enhancing your value. Share how you'll boost your income this year and your wealth engine in the comments. This community is about growth, strategy, and accomplishing goals faster than expected. Your first $100,000 awaits. Go get it. Keep focused, disciplined, and establishing your vision. Those who are brave enough to follow the road own the world. See you next time.